Hey guys, all right, we're gonna get started with this palette. I'm very excited. I'm all dressed up, I know where to go, trying to invoke the Baroque period. One thing about the Baroque period, which was between 1600s and 1750, they actually did not wear a lot of eye makeup. So it's interesting. I think this Baroque palette was really based on the maybe the tapestries more than the actual you know, makeup design, because when I looked for the makeup, I really just found a lot of women with red lips and bright red cheeks. So it wasn't a lot to draw inspiration from. And so we have the palette here. And unfortunately, I did, you know, try to do a look already, and I filmed it and then I couldn't get the film. So I'm refilming, so it looks a little worse for wear. But we're going to start at the top, and then I'm going to go ahead and swatch each. So let me look and see. Oh, gotta put these glasses on. I tried, y'all. Okay. Let's try not to have so much of a glare. All right, so the first one is Bougie, okay? It's right here in my hand. And that's like a white. I thought it was a white shimmer at first, but it's actually just a white. Like with a gray cast. Okay, then we have Ritzy, which is a shimmer. All right, then we have Bebe, which is like a gray. Then we have Secret, which is it's not like it has glitter in it. I wouldn't call it a shimmer. That's not a good swatch. All right, let's try this again. All right, so it has glitter in it. You see that. Let me get my wipes. Actually, sorry, I'm out of frame. Let me get my towel. All right, and so then we have Noble, okay, and Noble is shimmer. It is so pretty, guys. Look at that. It's like one of those duochromes. I'm sorry, I'm swatching it so close. All right, then we have Etiquette. Etiquette, I don't know if it's a shimmer or if it's just got glitter in it. So I think it just has glitter in it. It's not really a shimmer. Okay. Then we're going to do Lounge. This is like a reddish brown, like a dark. It has a lot of black and gray in it. Okay, and then we're going to do, this one is called Grand, okay? This is like a black with glitter in it. I know these are horrible swatches. I'm gonna get better. They need a swatching class for YouTubers. All right, and then last but not least, we're gonna do Stunner. I always do that, don't I? Bring it down more so you can see it. So that's Stunner, and it's beautiful. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. It living up to its name, boy. It's a stunner. And so yeah, so it was kind of like difficult to say, okay, what type of look. And I try so hard not to just take looks. I'm going to do a series where I just, you know, copy looks or try to copycat it and then try to remix it. So I don't know when I'm going to start that series. It's something that I want to do, so and then try not to do nothing real basic, you know. I know y'all don't want to see nothing basic if you're here, because that's not what my channel is going to be about. I mean, I am in full blonde with red lips right now. All right, so I'm going to take some of this white NYX base, okay, and I'm going to prime my eyes. And now, even though this palette is very dark, the reason why I'm going to use my NYX base is because whatever color, and I'll put some under my eye, whatever colors are on here, I want them to stand out. And so that's why I use my NYX base, even though it's not like a colorful look. I just want it to stand out. I want it to stay. Well, normally I would want it to stay, but actually, think about it, I got a couple more videos to film, so. But if you want it to stay, you know, put a good base down. Light bases are really, really, really great canvases, you know. And you know, I know a lot of, there are YouTubers that their main, their channel whole purpose is to see if it's going to fit on, and I know this looks a little crazy, but bear with me. Their whole purpose of their channel is to see if these are going to look good on brown skin, you know. That's a little bit, you know, a little bit of in my channel is really to kind of see how it looks on my skin complexion, of course, because like I said in other videos, like I go on YouTube, I look for girls that have a similar complexion, and that's how I figure out what my foundation is, if I should purchase something. And so, yeah, of course I want to be that for somebody else. Okay, so I'm going to take this chalky white, and I'm going to, like this white gray, and I'm going to kind of set this area, and I'm sorry, I'm looking off to the side. I was trying to figure out how to do my setup so I wouldn't have to look, so I could just look right here in the camera and not look off to the side. So I kind of have it a little bit better, because before I was just like, I was off before, so, all right. I don't want to go too dark. Whew, it's gonna be, I'm gonna take Secret. Okay, and we're gonna see what Secret looks like almost like an all over eye look. Okay, like if I only had one color and I took that color and I chose Secret, what would that look like? Now, of course, I'm not gonna just use Secret, but because they didn't have like a big, like a staunch eye look back then, you know, I have to kind of reimagine this. Like if I had access to colors, you know, and I had access to makeup, how would I wear my makeup? And so, you know, a lot of people followed what the Queen wore and what her style was, you know. And because she was sick, she would cover up a lot of her sickness with her fashion. And so that's, and I've decided to kind of talk about the period because I was watching Beauty and the Frizz, and she did like a nomad series, and she talked about Iceland. I said, oh my goodness, that's such a great thing. Why just, you know, show the palettes? Why not give backgrounds on some of the things or the inspirations of the palettes? And being a former, well, I'm not gonna say former fashion designer, but going to fashion design school and now being in arts, going to school minoring in graphic art, you know, things are purpose. Things are done for a reason. And so this palette and this, I'm sure Colourpop, you know, they had a reason behind it. So you definitely want to not just pick up the palette because it's beautiful, but sometimes you want to pick up the palette because there's something in it that kind of, you know, connects with you. Now I picked up this palette, not that I needed another, you know, gray palette, but I picked up this palette because I love the Victorian time period. I just love monarchs and queens, and I just really connected with the print, and so that's why I picked up this one in particular. And so that's what the gray looks like. If it was just an all over lid color, it would look so pretty. All right, so let's see. What do we want to do next? Again, I want to do something a little bit different. I don't know how different this is going to be, but I'm going to get my spray. I'm going to get my flat brush. That means we're going to start digging in some sparkles. I'm going to kind of repeat the look I did in my pictures. So if you go on Instagram, you will see pictures of the looks I did before that were a little bit more editorial, and I'm very much into editorial looks. And so this right here is that duochrome. And it has like purples, browns. Oh my goodness, it's just beautiful. And you see how that didn't really even take any effort to blend in? I can't see too much, so if it's not a perfect blend, y'all give me a pass. And I'm just telling you, like, the kickback is real. Like, I'm destroying the beauty of this palette, digging in so hard, but I know in order to get the color payoff I want, I gotta dig in it hard. And I'll show you what the palette looks like after I finish, so you can see what what's gonna look like when you finish. If you decide to dig in to get your colors. And so I'm just trying to make sure it's even on both sides. Okay. And that's so pretty. That is so pretty. All right, and so I'm gonna take the back of this same flat brush, and I'm gonna go into, so far I used Secret and Noble, and now I'm about to use Ritzy on the inside. And so that's just giving me like a soft gradient. I don't even know if you could tell the difference between those colors, but it's just really giving me like a soft gradient, moving from light to dark, which I think is beautiful. I think I do that a lot in my looks because I just think it's so beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to take those same colors. I'm going to spray it a little bit. I'm going to try to go under the eye very, very, very carefully, because I have a tendency, actually I need to probably do it just a little bit more bolder, because I have a tendency of making it too messy under there, and then I got to go back with my foundation and fix it. Okay, so now I'm just going under the eye. I wet it, just to let y'all know I did wet it. And I'm just going to continue, like, you can't really see it. It's not like that bold. It's very, very light. That's why I'm going to dig in another palette for my inner corner highlight, because I want something a little bit more bold in the inside of the eye. All right, let's go back with okay. And again, this is not like, it's not giving me bold. I'm probably gonna do more with the gray. this other side out to see what the name of this is. Just in case you had a palette and it's, you know, you want to dig into it. A lot of people, you know, a couple years don't use it after a certain amount of time. You know, look, I'm not telling you what to do. But I tell you, I don't follow that. I look at it, I see what it look like, what it smell like. And that's how I choose if I'm going to use it or not. All right. And so that was called Zero Clue, okay, in the Golden State of Mind palette, if you can still get your hands on it or if you have it. All right, so I'm gonna leave just for a moment. You probably won't even notice, and I'm gonna put on everything and come right back. All right, guys, so I put on some lashes. I kind of pulled you back so you can see the whole ambiance of the whole thing. I worked hard on this look. Anyway, so I went ahead and I added lashes. I added the Colourpop, let's see what color that is. The Colourpop BFF liner in Joyride, okay? Added that in my waterline. I went ahead and did just a little bit of a wing. I'm not really winging it with these hooded eyes. And so that's about it. I really didn't do anything. Oh, I put a little bit of the, what color was that? Why do I keep taking my glasses off, people? Mind Tricks. Okay, I put a little bit of that on my upper brow bone just to kind of give it some illumination. Went ahead and contoured in my nose and put a little darkness right in here, because what that does is makes my nose protrude out a little bit more and not be so flat on my face. And so that's really all I did. And so I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you decide if you wanted to get the Baroque palette or not. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I'll leave the link down below if it is. And I just want to encourage you to continue to watch the rest of the videos. It is Black History Month, so the next set of videos I'll be doing, well, Black History Month is every month for me, and I celebrate my culture and my people every single day that I can. But, you know, specifically for this month of February, I'm going to be concentrating on African-American makeup creators. And so I've been doing Pat McGrath because of her new Divine Rose, and I'll be doing Fenty also. So you stay tuned, you keep watching, and you have a great day or night whenever it is you're watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that little notification bell on all. Go down to my social media, drop me a line, follow me so that I can keep in contact with you. Starting next week, this week basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that I put out a teaser, or I put out a tester to let you know that that a new video is gonna be premiering. And so you'll be able to get that ahead of time. I'll do that on my Twitter, and I'll do that on my Instagram as I work on trying to figure out how to really work out that TikTok. All right, it was so fun just playing in makeup with you, and I'm excited for our next time together. Goodbye.